Hey everyone, and welcome to a video that I wanted to do for a long time by now, and now I'm finally able to release it. This is a video about 10 ways or 10 general approaches how you can improve in PvP. Those are just my experiences, what helped me to get better in the game, and I want to share it with you so that you just know what you could do to improve in PvP if you want to do so. If not and just want to play like you want, that's of course totally fine, but let's already get started. First and foremost, you have to learn the game mechanics. Backstabs, poise, everything's there, every information is out there on the internet how these things work in detail. It's no secret for us. You just have to look it up if you want to get better or let yourself explain that. If you still complain about face stabs, which in a non-laggy match, then you should clearly watch some of, for example, Tobio's videos and learn the mechanics instead of complaining. Very essential for the PvP in this game are the movesets of the weapons. I recommend having at least one char where you have all weapons upgraded and are able to use them. So you have to get the experience with every moveset of every weapon, how to dodge, how the timings are, and just practice with every single weapon so that you get your own knowledge about how things work in this game. Don't overlevel. The soul level 150, on which I 90% or 99% of my characters play on, is totally fine for being able to win against most, if not all, other builds out there. If you overlevel, you make your life far easier than you should to actually learn from your losses, which is another point here. So just don't overlevel, stay on soul level 150. I have a character where I can use almost every weapon in the game on soul level 150 and still am okay with winning almost all fights. So don't overlevel. You really don't need it if you want to become better in the game. Do not exclude punishes. You yourself are responsible if you get hit. You did a mistake and the opponent punished your mistake. So if you get hit, it's your own fault. Do not try to wear jesters or turtle armor to exclude the backstab punishes. If you get backstab, it's your own fault, not the game's one. So don't exclude it, don't wear jesters. It just makes yourself worse in the game. Learn unlocked play and the basics of spacing. I don't mean with that you always run away from the opponent and attack after the opponent attacked, but to the other, let yourself explain how this works. There's a neutral area where you can't hit your opponent and your opponent can't hit you. Then there's the area where the opponent can hit you but you can't hit him if the opponent has a longer weapon, etc. If you have some attacks which are more useful over a high range, then use them. If you want to outspace the opponent, learn how the latency works so you can just space out the attacks of the opponent by moving out and in, and just learn the basics of panic rolls, that if you roll too early or if you not roll early enough, then you get backstabbed, and so on and so forth. Those are the basics that you also have to learn. Challenge yourself. Have some characters where you fat roll. Have characters where you use extremely slow weapons. Have underleveled characters. If you challenge yourself, you always learn something new and you always improve in the game. Have a character with low stamina, so that you have to watch over your stamina, and if you then have a viable character again, then you still have the stamina management in detail and can improve with that. So challenge yourself. Go full melee. This is a point many people will disagree with, but full melee is the most skilled way to play this game and the most challenging. Don't even use fire bombs, don't use buffs, but go full melee. You want to hit your opponent when he deserves it and not just spam magic and wait until lag is involved or an animationless attack comes out so that you can hit him. That's luck. that has nothing to do with good gameplay. So if you go full melee, you will notice that you will improve very fast in the game. Learn from your losses. If you lose, it's your own fault. You have to improve in the game so that you don't lose that much anymore. And there's always a reason why you lost the game, the fight, and so on. You can always win, except for hackers and stuff, but that's not included in the normal gameplay. So always try to analyze what made you lose this fight. Not just complain and accuse the other person of being bad or of using cheap tactics, but analyze why you yourself didn't win and what you could have done other than what you did to win against the opponent. Practice. This is the point where you just have to enjoy the game. If you don't, then you shouldn't also try to get good in it, but if you enjoy the game and you play it a lot, then you already practice automatically. You can't force yourself upon practicing all the time and stuff because you want or you have to get the best to become the best in the game. So just practice, practice, and practice again. You will be able to learn from most fights something new, with what I can say from my experience, and everything else comes with practice. The last tip I have for you is some personal experience of mine. Increase the sensitivity of your camera. That means if you play unlocked, you can turn around the camera in an instant and not just have to wait 3 seconds until it fully turned around. That's essential for always knowing where your opponent is and being able to react the way you want to. So if you're still not sure if you can become a better player in this game, let me say to you, everyone can. Just try out yourself most or all of these points that I talked about. Just try to learn about the game, challenge yourself, don't buff, don't overlevel, use melee attacks or solely melee attacks, challenge yourself, don't exclude punishes. All that. Learn the game mechanics, learn poise, learn spacing, learn unlocked play, learn the movesets, and you will become a better player in the game. Everyone can. You just have to want to. That being said, I hope you enjoy the video and share your experiences how you improved in PvP down below. Thanks for watching and I hope to see you in the next video.